So I'm going to delay my next video in the Inshitification series. The video is specifically about Adobe, so just to give you a little bit of a heads up on what the topic is, I figured you'd probably want to know that. So I think it's very clear by how I sound that I managed to catch something very recently, and so I will try to save my breath on the Adobe video for when I actually start feeling better. But before I take a little bit of a break to recover, there is a trend that I have been noticing. There is a really deeply sickening trend that I have been noticing on platforms like Instagram Reels and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And that being using the homeless for content. And I here, let me show you what exactly I mean when I say using the homeless for content. You've probably been scrolling on YouTube Shorts, especially. This is where I mostly see the problem. And you've probably come across a video like this one that you're about to see.
Listen. What? All you gotta do is win this blackjack hand on ring bet. We gotta do? You lost! Chug!
Let's go! Yeah! Chug! Oh, do a spin! Do a spin! Chug!
Okay. Now, I already hear you in the back saying, Techmo, you just platformed that guy. Aren't you doing the same thing that this guy's doing? No, because I'm not going out and using homeless people for content. Because I'm not going out of my way to, abuse a homeless person. I'm not doing that. But this person did. This person, what they just did was they made a homeless person gamble for them, didn't promise them any sort of earnings or any sort of winnings or anything along those lines, and then got them shit-faced on the road and poured alcohol on them. I think the median person who watches my channel, I have high expectations for the people who watch my channel. I really do. Right? Even though I make fun of the peanut gallery in the background every once in a while, I do genuinely have real high expectations for the people who lovingly watch my content. And I gotta say, I certainly hope that if you are in my audience, that you are not laughing at these videos. I really hope that if you are in my audience, you are as disgusted as I am, because I honestly think that you would be too. If you were watching one of my videos, I would imagine you would probably be just as disgusted as I am. But how do I put this? This is just abuse, man. This is straight up just abuse. And this really hits me hard because I have had family members who were homeless. And the thing is that homelessness is not a joke. It's not fun. It's not something. You shouldn't use homeless people for content. You really shouldn't be using homeless people for content. Now, I would get it if you gave the guy some money and he went out and bought himself a buzzball. That's his decision, right? That's the homeless person's decision. If they wanted to do that, then fine. Let them fucking do that. It's not your job to police what homeless people can or can't do. But there was another video that I saw in which, and I'm not gonna play this video because honestly I'm just fucking disgusted with this kind of content. It really does hit a nerve with me. There was a video that I saw recently that was a different guy, I think, giving a homeless person either $80 or chicken. And the homeless person chose the chicken because, well, they were probably fucking hungry. You're homeless. You're probably hungry. And you probably aren't thinking of money right then and there. But they accepted the chicken, but they had to gamble for the chicken. The person who made them gamble lost, made them eat the chicken, and then made them down a Pink Whitney. Like, a whole bottle of Pink Whitney. And then pointed the camera at the guy while he was squirming around on the ground, absolutely blasted out of his mind. How can you sleep with yourself? How can you, like, actually sleep at night? This is a genuine question. If you're making this kind of content, then how do you manage? How do you manage to do that? That's a real question I have. You're going out of your way to take advantage of the people in society who are the least well off. And that's coming from a person who's growing up in modern Gen Z. It's disgusting. And if you're watching this content, right, and you somehow manage to stumble onto this video, I really hope that this video opens your eyes just a little bit. I really hope that I can at least change your mind and make you understand that this kind of content shouldn't be acceptable. I don't know. That's just something I wanted to get off my chest real quick. I hope you all have a good day. Take care, and that Adobe enshittification video will be out soon. This has been Techmo Snowspark signing off. Peace.